Long ago, in a beautiful forest filled with tall trees, singing birds, and sparkling streams, all the animals lived together in peace. Among them was a peacock named Pavo. Pavo had the most colorful feathers in the entire forest. Every morning, he would spread his feathers wide and admire himself in the clear water. "I am the most beautiful animal in this forest," Pavo would proudly say. "No one is as special as I am." The other animals grew tired of hearing him boast, but they simply smiled and walked away. Not far from Pavo lived Tico the tortoise. Unlike the peacock, Tico was small, slow, and had a plain brown shell. He was never the fastest or the most beautiful, but he was known for his wisdom and kindness. Whenever two animals argued, they visited Tico for advice. Whenever someone was hungry, Tico shared whatever little food he had. One hot afternoon, a terrible wind swept through the forest. Dark clouds covered the sky, and heavy rain began to fall. The wind became stronger and stronger. Branches snapped from the trees, and frightened animals ran in every direction looking for safety. Pavo tried to fly, but his long, beautiful feathers became soaked with rain. They were so heavy that he could barely move. "Oh no," he cried. "My feathers are too heavy." He struggled through the storm until he slipped into a muddy ditch. The more he struggled, the deeper he sank. "Help!" Pavo shouted. "Somebody, please help me." Many animals heard his cries, but they remembered how he had always laughed at them. One by one, they walked away. Soon, Tico slowly arrived. He looked at Pavo and smiled kindly. "Hold on, I'll help you." Pavo looked surprised. "After the way I've treated everyone, you still want to help me?" Tico nodded. "Kindness should not depend on how people treat us. It should depend on the kind of heart we choose to have." Using strong vines and a thick branch, Tico slowly pulled Pavo out of the muddy ditch. It took a long time because Tico was not strong or fast. But he never gave up. At last, Pavo was free. His beautiful feathers were covered in mud. For the first time in his life, he wasn't thinking about his appearance. He was thinking about Tico's kindness. With tears in his eyes, Pavo quietly said, "I spent so much time believing beauty made me important. But today I learned that a kind heart is more beautiful than colorful feathers." From that day forward, Pavo changed. Instead of showing off, he used his bright feathers to guide lost animals through the forest. He helped gather food for the elderly animals. He welcomed newcomers with kindness instead of pride. The forest became happier than ever before. And whenever young animals asked why the peacock was always helping others, Tico would simply smile and say, "The greatest beauty is not what others see on the outside. It is the goodness that lives inside your heart." From that day on, the animals never judged one another by appearance again. Instead, they remembered that kindness shines brighter than the most colorful feathers.